Hey everybody, I'm super excited to share this one with you. It's a rustic Easter sign made from all dollar store items. Okay, so for this one you'll need some scrapbook paper, 2 of these Easter signs from Dollar Tree. If you can't find those Easter signs, you could use just the egg cutouts, some Jenga blocks. This Easter sign I got from Dollarama, and a wood sign or wood plank from Dollar Tree. Now, for the people that don't have a Dollarama, I'm in Canada, so I do have Dollarama, but you could use any lettering. You could use the wood cutout letters, you could use any letters that you could find. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the eggs off of this sign. Now again, we're just going to use 5 of those eggs. So if you can't find those signs, you could use the wood cutouts. You could cut eggs out of cardboard. You could be creative and come up with something. And then this Easter sign, we're going to take it apart. Getting rid of the hanger. And then it's hard to see on camera, but each one of these letters are stuck together with, it's like a really thin wire. So I just cut those. And they easily just came apart. Then some of these letters had little wood things attached to them, so I just used my scraper and popped those all off. Then I just took my sanding block. There was a bit of glitter around the edges of these letters, so I just quickly sanded off all the glitter. And the letters that did have the little wood embellishments on, I just tried to sand out that little spot where the glue was. Next, we're going to take our white chalk paint. I use the Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint, and we're going to give all of the letters a coat of the white chalk paint. Now I'm showing you this one because the bunny face, I wanted to save the bunny face, so I just used the white chalk, went all around the edges to cover up where all the glitter was that I sanded off, and then I chose to cover up her whole ears. Now I did paint all of the letters. Next I got out my scrapbook paper. This book I got from Dollarama for $4 and I love it. There's so many nice bright spring colored patterns in it. So I picked out 5 that I liked. And then taking the eggs, I'm just going to trace them on. And then cut them out. And then using a glue stick, I'm going to glue the scrapbook paper right to the front of the egg. This is the way I like to do it. I'm going to do a coat of Mod Podge on the top, but I like to use the glue stick as the bottom part. I know some people like Mod Podge under the paper. I just like the glue stick. So now I'm going to use the Mod Podge and do a coat of Mod Podge all around the top of the eggs and the edges to try and make sure that that paper is sealed down good. Then we're going to take our sanding block and quickly just go around the edges of each of the eggs just to smooth out any of the paper that was hanging over the edge. Okay, so here's the letters all painted. They did take about 3 coats of chalk paint to get all covered up. Now I'm going to distress the edges, make them look distressed. You'll see if you've watched my other videos, I use this product a lot for distressing. I like it so much better than the antiquing wax. It's made by Americana. It's a gel stain in the color walnut. It's a nice rich brown. I really like the way it looks. So you'll see I'm just taking my chippy brush and I'm going all around the edges. I just want them to look old. I want it to look like the paint is chipped off a bit. So I go mostly around the edges and just a little bit on the top. So you'll see I do that for all of the letters. Stressed around the bunny a bit. I went around the edges of his ears and his face. Then I went around the edges of all of the eggs. I wanted the whole thing to look old, and then there's the plank that we're going to use as a base. I just lightly went over that as well. So next we're going to glue our letters onto our eggs. I tried to center the letters into the eggs. And just using hot glue, they just stuck right on, no problem. Next, we're going to take our Jenga blocks and we're going to glue these Jenga blocks. These are the smaller tumbling tower blocks from Dollar Tree. They're a bit smaller than the regular Jenga blocks. So I'm going to use those and just simply glue it to the base of the egg, right near the bottom at the back. And I was just testing to make sure that it was level so that it would stand up. And we're going to go ahead and do that for all of the letters. And while I'm doing that, I just want to take a second and say thank you to anybody that's still here watching. I really appreciate your support. Please take a second and hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button with that notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Now we're just gluing the letters and the eggs, I guess, down to the base. Again, just using hot glue. If you want something more permanent, you could use an E6000 or a stronger adhesive, but for me, the hot glue worked just fine. And there we go. Oh, sorry, one more step. I noticed that I didn't want to see the wooden Jenga blocks, so I just quickly grabbed my chalk paint and just covered up all the little wood spots where you could see those Jenga blocks. Now we're done. Now, I hope you guys love this as much as I do. I love the old rustic look, and I love how this turned out. So as always, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one.